Right. Good afternoon, students. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Good afternoon. Can, right? Can hear, right? Right. Testing, testing. Okay, can, okay. Good afternoon. Okay, before we start, right, a little bit of FAQ, for the assignment 1, Many people ask me the same question, Maybe in the question I last time I forgot to change that one. So this is a FAQ here. I created an FAQ here, on the Moodle. If you realize on top there is a FAQ. Okay, so for assignment 1, just need to submit the Figma. If it is Figma or Adobe Adobe XD or Figma or any design file for the assignment 1, wireframe or mockup that you do using the software, design software, not Android Studio, something that you design using a mockup software. Of course, you need to put in detail of the navigation structure, and better if you can, you briefly explain your logic, your design. And what about question 2? Do I need to recreate the app in Android Studio as well? That is for assignment 2. You need to do it in assignment 2 for the mockup that you do in Figma, for example. When you go to assignment 2 later on, you are going to create the entire project using Android Studio. That is exactly what we are learning now, right? So what we are learning from last week onwards, when we do the layout and so on, is going to be applied in assignment 2. Okay, clear enough? Right, clear enough? So many, I think a few students asked already, so I just clarify again. Right, so assignment 1 is what you design using a third-party tool, right? You draw just the layout, just the design without the logic, without code, without coding, not even XML. You don't need an XML, right? For assignment 1, right? And assignment 2 only onwards, you need to use Android Studio to create the entire app in Android Studio with layout, with XML, and also some Kotlin or Java code, right? To make the navigation works, right? Navigation needs to code, right? So that is for assignment 2. Clear enough? Clear enough? Can okay, clear enough, right? Okay, so let's start with our class today. Some of you, I think you need to go for briefing, right? If it is online, then it's okay. I'm recording this class. So if your briefing is online, then you can just watch your briefing. If your internet is good enough, then you can watch both. Don't have to ask for permission. Later 3:30, I think briefing is also important. So if you really need to attend that, you just go first. For today's project, you can watch back. You can follow up later. So it's not going to be difficult. Something is not difficult. So we'll start the class now. Okay, so start your Android Studio. Start your Android Studio. We are going to use the same project that we did until last Monday, right? That project that I asked you to download just now. We are going to use that as a sample. So our purpose target for this afternoon, according to this mind map, right? We want to complete the activities. We are going to do 2 activities, right? So we are going to do how to send intent, how to create an intent to pass data, right? So we are going to pass data by putting extra. I pass data by extra, something called extra. We haven't done that yet, right? So we are going to see how we can pass data, go from one screen to another using intent. And under activity, we are going to observe later activity life cycle, callback method. Right, there are a few callback methods. I'll explain later when we come to that. The callback methods include, for example, onCreate. A lot of times we see this already by default in most of our project, right? Every time, at least one project, the first activity lifecycle function that you encounter. Let me go to Android Studio. Right, let me open up the project I asked you to open just now. Oh, this is the completed one. Okay, never mind. Let me open the one. The one that I upload to you. Give me a while. Okay, just now I asked you to open the project, right? That project with there's a partially done part, right? The app is partially done. Okay, let me open again. Partially done. Okay, how come it's not showing? On, so, okay, this one. Right, the one that we did last Monday. Until last Monday, we stopped there, right? Before that, we did the color my box. Right, this one, the project. Yeah, let me share again the screen. This one, So you see in this project, we have a on create method. Right, on create method. Right, actually you can override a few other, right, function like on start. Right, on start. Later we are going to do this, no worry. So on start, and then you can have on resume, and so on and so forth. Right, this is a few other. You can do something inside when the app is in that life cycle state. Right, this is in life cycle fallback method. So how to use it, I will come to this later. So on start, on resume, on create, and so on. So we'll do that. Right, so this is our target for today. We are going to come to do that. Right, so we are going to have on create, just list out on start. We have on resume. This is normally the app. When it is first started, you go through this on create, on start, on resume. When you close the app, you try to bring the app to the background. So you have on pause, and then on stop. And then when you close totally the app from the memory, you remove it on destroy. On destroy. And then when you the app is already on pause, on stop, you want to bring it back again to the foreground. Foreground, background. Foreground is in front. You can interact with it. You have on restart method. Right, these are the life cycle method. So we are going to do that. So two things, main thing we want to do today, activity, right, intent, right, and this. And also we want to draw the UI to capture some user input. But for simple user input, normally we use edit text. User input, edit text, and also button. Right, simple one. But there are many more. So this one we will do it next week. We are going to learn how to use additional user input layout. Right, user input control. For example, spinner. Right, spinner. For example, switch button. For example, spinner is a drop down. Right, drop down. How to populate your drop down list. Right, and put down your options. And then you have radio button, radio group, radio button. These are the structure, the one that we are going to do. But I let you have a sneak preview first to have an understanding of the overall thing. And then you have checkbox, right? Checkbox. And then we have things like, for example, seat bar, right? To choose a number. And then you have number picker. Seat bar, number picker. And then we have something like, for example, you want to choose a date, right? Date picker, right? And then time picker. Want to choose a date, let the user select a date. So date picker, time picker, things like that. Okay, let's start now. Okay, these are the user input control. But today we are going to do just how to customize the edit text. Make it nice, put icon on top of it, put background on top of it. So we are going to start with the sample project that we did last week. Okay, huh? Okay, any question on the project last week? All right, so we are going to go from one activity to the other. One activity to the other. So let's rename the project first. I didn't teach you how to rename, right? Refactor. When you want to rename a project, right? Rename a file, rename a class, right? Don't rename it physically. Don't go and change it here. Rename. Let's say I want to change this main activity to register activity. We are going to do two screen today, right? We are going to do two screen. One is the register activity. It's like doing your project already now. I do a simple one first, and then you do it for your assignment. Login activity, right? So we are going to create one register activity. When user register already, keying the name, username, password, set the username, name, password, telephone number, and also email, right? Register already. Then you click register. So the user will be redirected to the login screen. Let's say the registration is with a database, but we don't have a database. So what we do is just a prototype. So when people register and then you redirect the user to the login screen. Login screen will capture the username, default the username that user set, right? The username that user set on the register screen. That's the mechanism we want to achieve using intent. We are just using intent. Not going to do anything using database. So we are just going to use intent. So two screen. This is the default screen, launcher screen. Right? When people come to the app, by default, you come to register screen first. And this is the second screen. Let's rename it to register activity and login activity. Okay, not? So how to do the rename? Right? Let's say this main activity I want to rename. Don't do this. You break your code. Right? The better way is to go here. Your main activity. Go to the main activity here. Refactor. You need to refactor code. So you go to the right click on the menu. You go down. You look from somewhere in the middle. There's a refactor. Refactor here. So rename. Refactor, the first one, rename. Rename file or rename. So rename first. You will do together. Both rename will do together. So when you click rename, right, main activity, right, you rename it to register activity. So your default activity is register activity, the first activity that runs, right? We can call it main activity also can, but I purposely ask you to rename so that you learn how to rename. Register activity. So refactor, right? So it becomes, sorry, I need to close this one, right? So it becomes how come it's still? Then we have to change it here. The tool doesn't help you, so you have to change it here. Here, the tool help you to rename the file, but doesn't help you to rename the class name. Change it to register activity, and the file name, change it to register activity. Cannot? So this one is not register, right? So we also want to rename this one to activity underscore rename register. Right, but this file is not there in the layout, right? This file, right? It's not there in the layout. Right? So what we need to do is go to the layout file again, activity underscore main on the right hand side of the panel. Right click, refactor. Right here, middle, refactor. Refactor meaning changing code, right? Readjust your code. Rename. Now you rename again. So this file, activity underscore main, change it to activity underscore register. Refactor. Right? You refactor for you, you rename for you everywhere that you use the file. Remember last week we draw this. We draw this. So this screen we change it to register. Later we change this content to register. Right? Register. So this one you need to change already in the layout, right? This register, activity register is linked to, originally is main, so you need to change it to register activity. So if your activity is renamed already, it will appear there. Don't worry, right? It's there. Register activity. Okay, understand? Register already. So you change one name already, register activity. Right, register. So now we want to rename the other one, main activity 2. Right, we want to rename it to login. Just now I said login, right? Another activity is login. So we rename this one to login activity. Refactor, rename again. Remove the number 2 there, and then change it to login activity. Right, just rename login activity. So refactor. Right, you go to the code. Right, inside the code, click into the code. Right, it has changed to login. But if you didn't see it changing here, because it is not refreshed yet, this screen, not refreshed yet. If you want to refresh this one, you need to reload from this. Right, you rename. Reload, go to file, reload from this. Because the file name already changed in the hard disk. Right, but the tool, the panel doesn't update yet. So you can always go here if you want to let the tool update all the list here. In the panel, the source code file name, for example, the package name and so on. After you rename, you can go to file, reload all from this. 可以明白吗？reload 重新再 load 过，就是 refresh 的意思哈。reload all from this So now we have renamed it ready to log in Right. So what about the layout? Layout also we don't want it to be main 2. So we want to rename it also same. Right click, refactor, rename, change it to activity login. Just rename it accordingly. Right. Activity underscore login. All right, so we restructure the code already. So the code should follow this format. Right, the first screen is register activity. Right, register activity. So go to manifest file. Under Android view, we can check the manifest file. Is it correct or not? All right, this one need to change. It doesn't change for you, so you need to change. The intent filter is the default, default launcher. So change it to register. Register activity is the first screen, launcher screen. Right, then the exported equals to true. The launcher screen, remember, always have to exported equals to true. The other activity, the exported equals to false. Right, remember that. False means you cannot access it from the outside. It must be accessed within the app. But when it is true, exported, you can access from outside. You can tap a launcher icon and access this activity as the first one. Register, login. Done. This is in the manifest. Okay, let's close all the file except this layout. Right, layout file. We are going to complete this one today. Slowly. Any questions so far? Can you follow or not? Those who are first time with Android Studio. Maybe I'm a bit fast. So let me know if I'm too fast. Are you okay or not so far? Can we start? Can we start to do something on this? Okay, so rename it. This is not login. Now we rename it to register. Right? So just the other day we have done the layout, right? Using constraint, right? Okay, today we don't want to use constraint. We want to learn the other layout. We want to use linear. So I purposely, because form normally use linear better. So let me show you what I plan to do. Okay, so that day we learned already this one. Constraint layout. Right? So today I don't want this constraint layout. I want to use linear layout to do form. Normally we use this linear layout for two purpose. One is if the view is arranged vertically, right, or horizontally. There are two possibilities of using linear layout, right? Either a vertical orientation or horizontal, or a combination of the two. Right. So this afternoon we use linear layout. So how to do it with existing layout? Don't delete, don't change everything. Don't delete the layout and create again. Don't. All right, when you come back to this, right, you go to the code. Right, this is constraint, right? So go to the code. Here, this is constraint, right? Layout. Very simple. Don't delete, don't go and delete everything and do again. Don't do that. So you change this to linear. You just need to rename, change it to linear layout, capital linear layout. Right, linear layout. So change it to linear layout. You change for you see? Linear layout. Change it to linear layout. Change the constraint layout, the label to linear layout. Okay, now, because it is linear layout, so all these constraints are irrelevant now. So all the constraint, constraint end, constraint start, constraint top, all the spring, you see the spring, delete, right? Delete all the spring. Delete all the spring. Delete all the constraint. Delete all the constraint. Cannot? Okay, but if you delete them, you see they are stacked up, right? Without direction. Right? No worry, no worry, no worry. No worry, it's lost direction already. You don't know how to put, right? Because they don't know actually. Okay, what do you miss here? When I change linear layout, right? I change it to linear layout. The code doesn't have error, but I miss something here in my attribute that makes it to look like this. Actually, what do I miss? What do I miss for this screen? Just now I say every linear layout you must tell it whether you want to do it vertical 直的或者是横的。So the screen that we want to do is actually 直的 vertical, right? So you need to remember always linear layout you must define the orientation. Android orientation. Orientation 是它的中文叫什么？Orientation I forgot how to spell in Mandarin. 中文叫你的直还是横你的方向方向orientation, right? Vertical, 方向vertical. So you must make it vertical, then you'll be vertical, right? You see vertical already, vertically arranged, but it's not what you want, right? It's still not very nice, right? Not very nice, So you want it to be vertical, horizontally, how to say, center horizontally, align center, right? For linear layout, you want everything vertical and all this view, text view, edit text, button, and so on. We want to arrange it vertical, right? Center. So to do center in linear layout, linear layout, you very easy. You can just put in gravity. Gravity is to align it horizontally, center or left or right. Alignment. Gravity is about alignment, so you put it center. Right? Once you do one, you can see it's in the middle already. In the middle. Gravity, put center. Okay, this center, you rename it, not log in anymore. We call it register. Or you can call it sign out. Right, up to you. So for me, I just put both. Register or sign out. This is for sign out. This is for register. Okay, sign up. Okay. For today, I don't want you to be bothered by the color and so on. So let's delete the background. Right? Don't put the background for now. Just delete the background. We don't want the background. Right? We don't want the background. Just make it white first. The background you choose yourself. Right? This background. 因为很麻烦很左顶in Cantonese is like 很阻碍很麻烦。In order to do the design, you need time to make your text white color, everything. So for me, for this afternoon, I want to demo. I want to do it fast. So just remove the background first. The background, whatever. The background actually come from this image. So last week we added a background. So today we don't want the background first. For now, for now. So we just remove the background. Remove the background. So you don't have a background now. Okay, easy. So this one we don't put white color. Don't put white color. So easy. Everything is by default black. For the title, this is the login. Not change the name. Don't call it login. This is title. Title. Right? Text view title. So sign up, register. black color. Okay, leave some space. Let me ask you how to do this. You want to move them to the center, right? And leave some space between the two. Right? So what do you do for space between the two objects, two view? How do you leave some space between them? In this case, can someone type into the chat? Do you remember how to do it? Just now, this one I got space, right? I create some space on top, right? So what do? I do a margin. That is called margin. And margin from the top is actually 100. So that's why this is displaced by 100. So for linear layout, you cannot use spring constraint, right? So you have to use margin to create space. Remember that, huh? Linear layout. Right? You need to use margin to create space between your view. So for the first one and the second one, if you want to create some space, you can also do a margin. For edit text, the top you leave some space. Leave some space from the previous view, the text view, edit text and text view. You leave some space out. Layout margin top. Right? So you can call it, maybe give it maybe 10 dp. Let's say 10 only, 10 pixel. Right? 10 pixel, you can leave it margin top. Right? So you'll be some space between them. Right? Let's say you want to add more. Let's make it more 30 put 30. Right? A bit more 30. Right? The top here they are 30 on top of this edit text. 30, 30 dp. Okay, so how to align it center? Just copy this. Layout gravity, align it to the center. Cannot? Right? So it becomes center already. Okay. Okay. When you want to register, right? Register, sign up. First thing, name is okay, fine. We let the user key in the name. Okay. But for this name, I don't want the text to be there. Here we are using text. Right? The text meaning the center, the text box is pre-filled with a name already. I don't want, with the word name. I want to make it a hint. It's just a hint. So when your edit text is in focus, the name will be gone. The text name will be gone. Right? So it's a hint, not a text. We don't want to put a default text. So this one, hint, name. Right? So you put, right? So it's a gray color. So this gray color is not a text that is pre-filled into the edit text. It's just a hint. It's just a hint. Okay? So this text box is too short. Right? You want to write something more. The name is very long. Right? You cannot just put wrap content. Wrap content is not enough. You just by default give you some width. So this one you can actually decide. You decide. Like let's say you can decide your width. Maybe I put 300 dp. Make it a bit longer so that it looks better. It looks better. Just put 300, 350, depending on your design. Depending on your mockup. Right? How much you want, the length. Okay, this one, the next one, right? Depending on your design, the next one normally name, then you ask the user to choose a username. Right? So the next one is just a similar edit text, but it's a username. So the first one, right? The input type is a person name. It's okay. You use this person type. Right? Okay. So the next one, okay, this one is too long. For me, I prefer to use ET, edit text. Right? Edit text. I put edit text and then I put name. Just put a name. Okay, give me a while. Right? So edit text. Right? My convention always I do something to help myself to do the code easier later. ET stands for edit text, underscore name. This is for name. Right? So the next one, edit text, right? It's the same design. So you can do the same. Gravity center. To be in the center. The width is 300 dp. Make it standard. right? 300 dp, and then the margin to the previous neighbor is 30, huh? 30 is okay, fine. 30 dp, and then input type is not password, all right? Username is not password. Username is just text. Just use text. Huh? You do, and then put a hint. Huh? Put a hint. This is what is that? Username, right? So username, a hint. I think you understand, huh? Quite easy, huh? So just follow the same attribute as this, right? So you have two edit text done, right? So, right, done, huh? Use name, username. Okay, huh? Understand? Huh? Okay, so we want to add a password. Username, you register, then you let the user enter password, right? Password. Okay, so password, just copy this one. Oh, this one need to change the edit text, the ID, yeah? Change it to something relevant, username, right? Edit text, username, right? So now we want to do a password. Just copy this, password, edit text, password. 会太快吗？不会啦哈，其实是重复做一样的东西哈。Just repeat. Edit that password, but this one you need to change it to hint to password. Huh? This one is not normal text. You can change it to password. Huh? This is a type called password. Password. Here, text password. Right? If you want, you allow the user to enter only number. Password is only number. Then you choose number password. If your password can be alpha, numeric, alphabet, and numbers, then you choose this one. Huh? Password. So when user enter, it will be asterisk. Huh? It will be asterisk in the text box. All right. So done. Huh? This one quite fast. Huh? This one EMS is actually the text size. EMS is actually text size. Huh? Text size. Similar. Huh? Similar. Just that this EMS is another how to sort scale elastic way of to define the size. Huh? Okay. Huh? Okay. So password. Right. So we have done one more. Right. So password. When you want somebody to register, you also need to have password again. That password again, right? So you want to copy this one. Just copy and just do the same because we are using linear layout. So using linear layout is very simple. Just put one after another. You stack up for you, right? You actually arrange it one after another for you because you already tell it to be vertical. So we already told it vertical. Then you put one more at the last. You go to the last. So that is the beauty of using linear layout. So here the last one, this one, edit text. You change it to password again. Password again, or put it as underscore. Password again. I'll give you the code, no worry. So I just show you. You just understand it, and then you can do it on your own. I don't want to give copy and paste every step because like that you just get my code and copy paste. For now I do it first, right? If you can follow, you follow. If you can't follow, then you get my code after I finish this screen. Edit password. Okay, this one again. So you name it to again. Password again. So the hint, change it to again. Right? So you see 4 already. So next week, keep this project. We are going to add other thing like age. Age we cannot use edit text. We have to use spinner. Spinner, the drop down. We are going to do drop down next week. The drop down list. So you should have an age. How old are you? Age, and then maybe something else like a lot of info about yourself. Your phone number, email. Okay, we can add in 2 more. Phone number and email. Now let's add in phone number and email. So this one, copy one, put it down. Phone number, this one. So I change it to the ID is font. Edit text font. And the width is the same, wrap content, 300, all the same. The hint is font. You just put font. Phone number, phone number. The type is not text password, so it's font. Right? You can find font here. The input type, the format of your input to edit text, this edit text is font, right? So you can see this is font number, right? Put one more email, email, and then we stop here. So for today's form, we have only these fields. We add next week, next week. When you want to add all sorts of different kinds of input, right? Spinner, date picker, for choose your date of birth, 生日, date of birth, you can use a date picker and things like that. Right, so this is email. Right, email, so you can choose, make it email here, the last one, so the hint, you change it to email. And here also you need to change, the input type is not font. You can type email, so you can choose the email address, next email address, this one. All right, can, you see, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 6 already, So the last one, the button, let's stop here. We don't want to add more. Next week we add more. So the button, don't use button name as this button. This button is for you to sign up, right? Sign up, right? So what we do is rename it to BTN. BTN stands for button underscore sign up, or register. You can call it register also, right? Up to you, You give a unique name to it, right? So make it center. How to make it center? Layout gravity, equals to center. So we make it to the center, right? So change the label, the type, the text to register, right? The text to register. So you see it is done. Okay, okay. One thing about this is it can only fit in one screen. Let's say next week we want to add. We want to add more. How to add? The screen is filled already. Almost done, right? Almost full, the screen, unless your screen is very long. So how to allow it to be scrollable, right? So let's add in something for the screen to be able to be scroll, scroll. Okay, let me give you this code first, Let me give you this code first. This is the completed one for now, right? So I'll give you in context, so you can copy from here. I'll just give you the code, right? The full code. If you didn't manage to follow, right? This is the code, right? You can get it. The entire project I'll give you after class. Okay, this one. This is for the activity register.sml. Activity register.sml. Any questions so far? Any questions so far for this? So XML is not difficult. XML is just doing one by one the component, and then you have to know when you do, you need to know the attribute supported. You can use the view also. You can use the view and set the attribute on the attribute panel. Can also. But for me as a programmer, I don't like it unless sometimes lazy, so come here and search for the, like let's say just now tag input type, right? Input type. Don't have input type. This one, like let's say you want to search for input type, right? Input type, input type. So you want to look for that input type. You have to choose, you have to choose the edit text and the input type. You just search here, attribute. You don't know where to find it. Type, input type, here. See or not? Input type. You can choose whether it's a date, right? Currently we are entering a text in personal name, right? So you can choose. You can just select. Yeah, this is the one. Text person name. You have text, you have email, you have phone, and so on. You can choose in the attribute. Same. Same. This is using the layout editor. This is more like drag and drop. Drag and drop way to do it. So, but for me, if I know I can do faster using the XML directly. Directly I can write. Okay. Okay. So now let's say just like I said, you want to create a scroll view to contain the entire screen. So that next time you add more like date picker, number picker, spinner. Spinner means the drop down list. You can stretch the screen. People can scroll up and down your screen. So this is not able to scroll. So what we do is now, let's see, I show you how to do it. So outside of this linear layout, you already have a linear layout, right? That structure the entire form, linear, vertical. So now you want to add one more outside, right? To contain the entire. So that is scroll view. I think we did it before, no? Scroll view, never, we haven't. So it's a scroll view. We can add a scroll view. So how to add? I teach you a safer way, not to break your code. Scroll view. Scroll view. Okay, don't simply add and then break your code. Your code cannot run. So okay, let's do the scroll view first. Scroll view also you need to have this. So because you are doing this as a parent, and linear layout is going to be inside the scroll view. So what you do is you always need to move the namespace. These are called namespace. Namespace for your Android, this keyword Android. Namespace for your app. Some of the keyword, the attribute is from the app namespace. And some of the keyword is from tools, right? Like this one, tools, right? This is called namespace. Android colon, tools colon, and one is app colon, right? So these three, you must actually always have it at the parent level. This linear layout is the parent. So we want to move these three, cut it. We don't want it to put it under the linear layout. We put it under the scroll view. We are going to create a parent outside of linear layout. So you move your namespace, right? First thing, no worry about the red color. We haven't finished, right? These three. And then, right? So the scroll view must also have the layout width and height. Just make them to be match parent, match parent. That's all. Match parent, match parent. Right, so the width and height match the parent, the scroll view. So just do a simple one like that. Scroll view, right? Scroll view, and then this one, right? And this one also need to move. This one should be in the parent, the two contacts. So this scroll view is inside register activity. So this attribute shouldn't be in the children. It should be in the parent. Should be in the parent. Right, so parent, this is in the parent, this is in the parent. So now done, your scroll view is done. So what you do is cut this part, entire part linear layout, cut, copy, cut, and put it inside. So you have a nested structure. Scroll view outside, put the linear layout inside. So done. You have a scroll view outside your linear layout. So inside there, still the same. But it can scroll now. You see the layout looks a bit different now. So you actually put a scroll view to allow the linear layout to be scroll. If you put more, right, you can increase the distance of the edit text. So you go outside of the screen, you can scroll. Later we can test that one. We can test. So for now we just assume we have done it. We have done it. And scroll view is outside. So far so good. So far so good. Register screen. Once you do the register screen, the login screen is very simple. Just two, username, password. This one is, oh sorry, this one I think I reverse it, right? Password again, password. So for me, I forgot. I think I made a mistake just now. Password should be first, followed by password again. So I go here, go to the code, the password and password again. This one password again. Let me bring it down. Bring it down. This one after the password. So if you do it correctly, then it should look like password first and password again. Okay, ma? Can, quite easy, right? Quite easy, Okay, now we want to do a nice edit text. This is very plain, 很平淡, We want to create a background with border, with some background color, and so on, right? Using something called shape. Called shape. We can add. Okay, so with some corner radius, your border have a corner and something like that. Okay, so let's go to the drawable. Drawable, right? You click on drawable. So far so good. This layout. Okay, do you need the code? I give you the code. Scroll view. Okay, I give you with the scroll view. Okay, go to the edit tag, the contact. Right, pass you the code. Right, you can get the latest code from here. 可以吗？不难了哈，你知道怎样画了哈，这样画了哈。OK， so now we want to make it nicer， 把它变得更美哈。OK， now background you decide yourself 哈。Background I don't want to put background because once we put background the text you have to take time to make it white or something like that to contrast. Right, so I just assume black and white huh? So background you decide huh? For your assignment you decide your own background. You draw your own background, design it somewhere else and put it into your app. Okay, now the drawable, you see the picture, all the diagram, raster graphic or vector graphic that you want to use in your project, you have to put into drawable for the drawable. Right click, new. Right, we are going to do a shape. So a shape is a drawable resource. Right click, new, drawable resource file, the fifth from the top. If you use Bumblebee, the fifth from the top, drawable resource file. Okay, we do a shape, S-H-A-P-E. Sorry, don't, the shape is this root element. Root element, we call it shape. So this one, the file name, we call it edit text. Shape. Edit text background. BG. Edit text background. We name it edit text background, the shape. It's an XML file, edit text background. Right, and then the root element is shape. The XML is shape. Okay, so we put OK. Right, so you see shape here. So we are going to design some shape, rectangle shape, because it's a text box, edit text. So it's a text box, so it's a rectangle shape. So what we do is here, inside the shape, right, the shape tag, right, the shape. So you can actually define you can type to the next round, the shape. All right, Android shape, Android shape equals to rectangle. It's a rectangle. If you do something circle, it's actually oval. Oval. We are not doing something oval. We are doing something rectangle. Rectangle. Shape is rectangle. Right, shape. Okay, so now we want to do a line. We are not going to. Later we can put some color, background color, solid color. Okay, color use solid. Use solid. The color is Android color. You can choose some color actually. You can do your color inside your color file, colors.xml. So for now, let's say you want to put purple color. Just actually not nice. Not nice. Later we change it. So let's say purple 200. It's like that. Purple 200. All right. So solid. Done. Done. So just close it. Solid done. You can close like that, or you just want to do one line, you can just close like that. Close like that and delete this one. Just close. This is close. Solid close using the XML close. Right? So solid. Now we want to put a line around it. Solid. Sorry, not solid. Stroke. Stroke is line. A line, a border. Stroke is border. So we put a darker color. 比较深一点的颜色. So we use a color in purple color for 700. 比较深的 and then close it. Right, so you have a solid background and a stroke, which is the color, the border, So the border also we want to make a corner. You can make a corner. Radius, it's called radius. Android radius, okay? Corner. How come cannot? Okay, stroke. Radius. Okay, let me see. How come it doesn't show? Wait, forgot already. I also forget. Radius. Stroke. Yeah, it's radius. Oh, okay. Come out already. You can't remember the code radius. It's not this one. Okay, let me check first. I forgot already. Okay, Android shape radius. The corner, right? We want to add the radius, rounded radius. What is the attribute? Oh, it's not under stroke. Sorry, it's not under stroke. Sorry, it's not under stroke. Huh? Okay, it's not under stroke. It's corner. It's another so-called the tag. Huh? Corner. Corner. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. So corners. Right. Stroke. The border. So you want to have some corners. So Android radius. Huh? You can define radius for different corner. You have bottom left, bottom right, top left, top right. Huh? Let's set it for all the corner. Huh? All the corner. Huh? You can make it big everywhere round. Huh? A bit round. Huh? Maybe 20 dp. 20 dp is too round. Like 10, 10 or 15. We want to see something, so I put 15. Right? You can do a radius. Corners. Just close it. Right? Close it. You can put it in different line like that. The property. Look nicer. Easier to read the code. Right? Okay. So more or less done. We are going to apply this design to our text box. See how it looks like. So I give you this code. Yeah, correct. I forget corners. Okay. Okay, done. Okay, so how to apply. So this is up to you actually. When you are free, you just experiment. Right, you can change. Okay, so let's go to the register activity. Here, let's apply to the first one. Test first. Test first. Never apply to everyone. Test first. Okay. So here, for the first edit text, right? How to apply? Right, you can put a background to it. Background. Background. The background. All right. So you choose this one. Not this one. Not this one. Which one? Edit text background. Just now we name it the file. The shared file we call it edit text background. Okay. See what happened. Background apply already. Like that. Not nice, right? Why not nice? Padding. Forgot the padding. Right. Too round, right? The 15 dp is for the corner is too round. But you can increase the height. Right? This is wrap content, right? Wrap content is like that. You follow the content. Right? This is not nice. Okay, what we do is we forget the padding. So you can go to the edit text here. Let's see padding or not. Padding. We forgot the padding. Padding is an internal space, right? So we can add. Right? Padding, you want the left, top, bottom left. Top, bottom, left. All of them you put 10 dp. Right? So top, bottom, left. Right? Right, no need. Right the other side. Okay, bottom. 10 dp. And the top dp. See whether better or not. Sorry, not this one. This one. Yeah, better now. Better. Look better. Right? But the corner is too round. Too round, not nice. I don't like this too round. Too round. 太过圆. So you go to the shape, change it. Change it here. Make it just 10 maybe. 10 dp. 10 dp. So here. Slightly better now. Okay, maybe the background purple is not nice. We don't want purple color. Just remain as white. Remain as white. Don't change to purple. This color. So change it as remain as white. So just make it white. Go back to here. Here. White. Right? White. But the border is gone. I changed it wrongly. Did I change wrongly? Oh, not the solid. Solid is white. Then the stroke is gone. Okay. Just do this. Don't put the solid. Don't put the solid. Stroke is purple. No background. No background. It's actually white already. No background. How come is this the background? Is this the stroke? I didn't realize the background will Once you remove the background, it'll be gone. White. Eh? Oh, okay. The shape. Let me check. Okay, this one, let's say we change the gray lah, gray, light gray. Oh, you can use Android system color. Right. Okay, how to do that? Android color. Android color slash. Okay. You can use Android color, huh? Android underscore, even though you never apply in the colors, right? You don't have it here. This is your defined color. It's up to you. Actually, you can define all your color. Like let's say in this case, I don't want to use my own color. I can use Android color, huh? The system color, huh? Already predefined color, gray. Huh? I use something, not the dark gray. I use hollow gray, something like that. Gray, huh? RAG. Hollow, oh, don't have. Here, it's only green, dark gray. Okay, let me just put hollow green light. Change, just try lah. Hollow green light. Right, this one. Right. So you can just, I just want to teach you lah, whether nice or not doesn't matter lah. Just to tell you, you can use a system color. So the color here, you can also use the dark gray. Just now we saw a dark gray, right? Right, so dark gray here. We just try lah, dark gray. Darker gray, huh? Darker gray, for example. Right, so this is the one. Then you go to your app. Okay, look quite okay, nice, huh? So up to you, huh? So this darker gray you cannot see because it's the stroke. Oh, I think it's too thin. Just now I cannot see. Right, the stroke you can put in thickness. Right, the stroke put in thickness. Width. Put in the width. The stroke, the outline, the border. Put in like maybe 3 dp. Right, by default it's 1 dp only. 1 pixel is too thin. 3 dp. The stroke. You can see better now. Should see better now. And then you can see the background. You can see the line already. 3 dp. But it's not too thick. Too thick doesn't nice. It doesn't look nice. Okay, let me go back to the shape. I change it to white. Now, the background I change it to white. That's why I think it's because of this. It's too thin. Cannot see. You can see already, right? So you go to the register here. I can see already. Understand how to do? Right. The rest I leave it to you. You do yourself. It's the same. It's the same concept. You just reply. Repeat. Okay. So this one, right? Let's say this is my design. I like it. The the thickness I change it to 2. So that it's not so thick. Too thick is also not nice. Just nice, right? So let's see. 2. Okay, good. Right. So now I want to add in an icon. You can add an icon at the side here. So like email and so on. Let me apply the same to the email. I just want to use email. It's easier. Email. Because email normally we know what icon we want to use. Easier to find the icon. Okay, email. So you want to apply the same design to email. Let's say we go to email. Email here. Email. So here we just apply the background. Right. Drawable. Right. So same background. Same background. So you just apply. You see the same background here already. Okay, I want to add in an icon. So let's design the icon first. Okay, how to do an icon? An icon is also a drawable. It's also a picture. Anything with a picture is a drawable. It's a picture you want to use. So right click, new, go to vector asset. So if you want to use something external, you can go to Google icon website, Google icon website. You can download. You can look for the icon you want. You download the file, and then you put into the drawable folder. You just copy the file, paste it into this folder, drawable folder. So let me show you where to find for those kind of resources. Like when you do assignment, not everything you can find in the same Android Studio, right? Sometimes you want some fancy stuff. You want some fancy stuff, like let's say here I look for Google icons, right? Google icons. Here material icon guide. Many actually there are third-party icon that you can use. Let's say I'm using this material icon, Google font, Google icon, all these icon, you can find what you want. Okay, so let me go to the website. Google icons. How come it give me this one? This one. Huh? This one. Material design icons. Huh? You can come here to find your icon. Right, it's loading now. Here. Huh? You can look for email. Let's say email. I want to use email. Yeah, how come it's hanging? It's still loading, huh? So I'll give you this link. Just Google. There are many out there. Huh? Yeah. Then you want to use look for email icon. Let's say email. Search. So you filter, right? You filter, filter. But this website is a bit slow. I don't like it. Very slow. Okay, email. All these are email. You just look for email. Then all this. Let's say you want this one. Let's say this one. Just tap on it, right? So the small, the medium, the large, medium, small. You just download here. Which one you want to choose? The 24, 36, 48, right? You just choose the one you use. White color or black color, black and white. So you can download. How to download? Here, download. You choose the format you want. If you want to use for Android and so on, SVG, right? It's a vector graphic, or it's just a XML vector drawable. This one also can. You can download this one and then you type on it. You download the file, right? Email. This one you just put into this file, shared file, into your drawable folder. So this is how you work on your icon. But for now, we are not going to do that. We want to just get it from within Android Studio. Right, Android Studio already got the icon for email. So right click, new, vector asset. Remember that vector asset. Okay, so I look for email. I tap on the clip art. I get it from the clip art library. I look for email. Again, it take time to load, take time to filter. A bit slow lah. I think the database is quite large already inside Android Studio. So you have to search email, right? Let's say we use this one. Look nice, right? Square. Rectangle. We want something like that. Let's say this is my icon. I want this email. So I okay. The color you can choose. Just now we use what color? Gray, right? Our border is gray. So we also do a gray for this one. Don't use black, use gray. Choose a gray color. Gray normally is all the value the same. So I just put A. You give me a gray. But this gray is a light gray. So I just change it to maybe a darker, which is less number, smaller number. 5. Okay, this is quite okay. This is what I want. Gray color, dark gray. Let's say okay, you can rename it. You can rename it to the icon name you want. Let me just call it icon email. Name it according to the value, the file name that you want. Okay, finish. All right, so I created a email icon here. This is the vector file. Vector file meaning already predefined the shape, the value, the color, everything inside the shape. So this vector file, I want to apply it as an icon to my edit text. So what I do is I can actually go to my edit text. Right, just now is the register, right? Register, this one email, right? I can go to the property, my email, right? Email. I can use something called Android icon, not icon. Left, something left, I forgot. Drawable, not icon, drawable left. You want to put it on the left, right? So drawable left, drawable left. Right, so you apply that drawable /IC email. That's how I do IC email, right? Icon email. So when I do this, drawable left, right? You see an icon there. Nice, right? Okay, you can add in a bit of space between your hint and also the icon. Right, the email icon is there. So let's say here, I want to add a bit of padding. Padding is actually the padding. the email and the icon is too near. Huh? I add in a bit of padding. So I can here email, I add in padding. Right, padding, padding N or padding right. Huh? On the right side. I know, padding right. I think so. I have to. Oh no, sorry. Drawable padding. That is not the padding of the edit text. It's a drawable padding. I add a bit more. I put 5 dp. 5 dp. Drawable padding. So when you add that, you see it's a bit further. 比较好看啊. Okay. Look nicer, right? 5 dp around the icon. Right. So done. The rest you can do for you just create your icon for font, icon for password, icon for username, icon for name, and so on. You add in. You just add in these two. Drawable left, drawable padding. Then your icon, you link to your icon, right? You can have an icon for your edit text. Okay, I leave the rest to you to do because it's the same. Okay, what about button? Let's say button also I can add icon. Register. Right, let's say now I create an icon for register. And the background is purple, dark purple. So I want the white color icon, white color. So right click, drawable, new, vector asset. Again, come back to vector asset. Right now I want to choose the clip art. So register, what do we use to represent register? I just select first. I just choose on nothing to show. There is none. So maybe sign out. Don't have. So choose something. Sign out. Register. Register normally what? Register. I just put tick. A tick. Oh no. Register. To save time, I just simply choose one icon that is okay to use. Checklist. This one, check. Let's say register. I use this to represent register. Checkbox. Register. Okay, register. Okay, this one. So I do this. I name it to register. IC register. All right, color. I don't want the black. I want the white. White means FF. 6F. Right, FF. White color. I want to do a white color icon. Right, so now I have that white color icon. IC register already. So it's white color. I cannot see, right? White color. So I want to apply to button. Now it's button. Okay, I go to the register here. The button. I go to the code. Right, this button. Again, drawable. Drawable. Right, also can. Drawable left. You want to put on the left top also can. You can put the icon on top. Icon left. All right, I just put drawable IC register. IC register. And just I do the icon. So you can see on the left, I have an icon. Nice, right? Look okay, not bad, quite nice. So if the icon is not what you want, you go and look for your icon in website, Google icons. You can look for the right icon for register. Okay, okay, you can do icon for your button. Okay, if you want to add a bit of padding, right? Padding, so I just add. Proper padding, right? So I just add a bit more padding, 5 dp. Right, so your icon will look better. More padding, more space. If you can put on top also. Right, sometimes you like your icon to be on top. Right, so you can put it on top. Okay, not so nice, right? Top not so nice. Put it on the left. On the left. So okay, understand? So, you can make something very nice, actually, very cosmetically nice. As long as you understand how to do it, anything you can do. You can do. This one already done one here without the icon. The rest, leave it to you. Okay. So let's have a short break, 5 minutes. Before we continue. Any question for this? I can give you this version first. I can give you this version, and then I zip it. I give you first. So we are going to do the other screen. The other screen will be faster later. Login, right? Login, we'll delete everything. This one we want to recreate the login screen. So delete, just delete first. Delete. empty first. Let the background also gone. For the login, login, we want to do a white color one. So this one empty first. Empty first. Right? The log register and the login. Okay. Right. Can Okay. So let's have a short break. I give you the code first. What project is that? I forgot which project already. Okay, this project, linear layout example. Actually, not linear layout. It's okay lah. Call it linear layout example. Wait. I have too many projects with the same name. Linear layout example partially done. So I changed it. Later I rename it. So this one, I'll zip it to you. Okay. Actually, we add in the login and register already. Login, register. So I give you the code. Any question? 不懂的要问其实不难对吗？ You understand the concept first How to do the layout, how to do the shape, apply the shape, the background to your individual view. Edit text is a view. All right. Okay. Okay. Let's have a 5 minutes. Some of you need 10 minutes. Maybe I will give you a bit longer. Even though I say 5 minutes, maybe can be a bit longer for you to digest. Digest. Okay. So we'll come back and finish this project today. We can finish it today. Okay. Thank you. We'll come back in 5 minutes. students, come back. Are you back? Are you back? Oh, yeah, still in the briefing. Yeah, you. 5. Oh, today less people. Are you ready to start? No feedback. No feedback meaning no one is in the class. Okay, so far so good. Okay, let me continue. Let me continue. Brain still digest. But okay, no worry, no worry. It's not rocket science. All these are not rocket science. It's just logic. Logic. Okay? Just now, before the break, we did this already. Okay, now we want to replicate this to login screen. Right? We want to bring this to login screen. Right? This one, and also the title. The title. Right? The title we call it login. And then here, all these are register. This one no need to be in the login screen, right? Login screen is username, password. Or some of you want to use email and password. Email is the username and password. It's up to your design, actually. So register button, then over there in the login screen, we use sign in, login, login. But don't copy and paste like that. I don't encourage you to copy and paste like that. Copy everything and go to the login screen and paste it here. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, dangerous. Okay, so do one by one, like that. Okay, go to the code. Right, so the frame is the same, right? The frame. So we can use the same. Login is normally not very long, right? Login you cannot scroll, right? You don't scroll. Normally only username, password. No need to have a scroll view. No need. You just need a linear layout, right? Linear layout on top, on the outermost. Right, so let's go to the login screen. Go to the code here. Linear layout already done, right? Linear layout, right? So this is vertical, so don't change anything. Just make a body for it. Make a body for it. Right, so you have a body here. So you add something here inside. So what we do is we copy the title first. This title, So the layout is okay already, right? The margin top 100, So we follow the same. Very fast. Copy to the login. Just add in. Still call the name. Can be the same name on different file. Can be the same name. So it doesn't clash. So use text view title. This one change it to login. Login, I don't know whether it's separate or one word. So normally we see one word, but here I separate it. Login, login. Right, so we have a login. Right, so we go to the register. I copy the username. Username. So this one also we want to use. Username, just copy. Go to the login here, right? Go to the code. Just dump it there. So you have a username now. So username. Right, of course you want to design whatever background also can. You just apply. You can just apply the background. Apply the background. Right, so alias drawable. Just now is edit text background. Just apply a background so it looks better now. Username. And then password. So we go to get the password. Password is this one. Right, password. Just copy. Go to your login, activity login, right? This one. Just go to the code and copy and paste it. So you have a password here. Right, password. Okay, just apply the same design, right? You want the design Android background. Just copy it, copy and paste faster. Okay. Edit text password. Edit text is on background. How come cannot? Let me refresh. Refresh. Save. Password cannot. something new to me. Password cannot apply the background. Okay, let me drawable password at the text background. Oh, can. The layout doesn't update, doesn't refresh. Oh, can. The editor got lag. Cannot update immediately. Okay, so yeah. And then put a button. Button at the bottom here. Button. Go to the button. Choose a button. Here, right? Button. So this is button. Go to the login and place the button down there. So change this to login. Button login. Button login. The name. So you have this. Login. So the register, change it to text, change to login. Right, login. Right? Understand? Okay, now login shouldn't use a icon for register, right? So you can change. So login, normally login is an unlock. We want to unlock, right? So you can create an icon for this one. So just right click here, new vector. This one is up to you lah. So but today I do it quickly since you learn already how to do. So I just put lock. Right, unlock. Login is unlock. So anything is unlock. This one. Lock open, right? Is a lock. Login means you want to open, right? So this is lock open, right? Lock open. So white color. Okay, I change it to IC login. The name change to IC login. Icon login. Next, finish. So this one I change the icon to IC login. The drawable to IC login. Drawable. So I can see here. You see, nice. Login. Right, so this icon you can create yourself also. Let's say username. Username, what icon suitable for username? Right click, look for a person face. So normally this is what I do. New vector asset. Right, I look for a person, user or person. Person should be this person. Right, put a person, username. So you can have an outline one or a solid, right, username, or anything that you can use to represent username, but there is no username here. Verified user. Okay, now I use person. You can look for the right icon. Let's say I use person. Okay, this shouldn't be white. That is for gray color, right? Gray color. So 555555. Right, so I just do, I forgot to change rename. IC baseline person. So I rename. You can rename after you create. You can rename. Rename. Use refactor. Rename. Right. This one. Baseline person 24. I change it to username. Username. IC username. Refactor. So what I do is here I can add in this. For the username, I can actually add in the drawable. Drawable left. Right, equals to drawable / IC username. So put in some margin, and not margin, sorry, padding. Padding. Drawable padding, right? Put 5 dp. Right, so done. So nice, right? Username. Password. All right, choose. Look for an icon that is a lock. Password is a lock, right? So you go to vector asset. Look for password. Password icon, password. Here can, this one password. Or I don't like this, I like lock. Up to you how to use a metaphor to represent that lock. This one, lock. Password is a lock, right? Something like that. I choose. So the gray color is okay, fine. 55555. So the value is 555, the color. So next. Rename first. I forgot to rename. This one. IC underscore password. Right? So next. Finish. Right? So I apply it here. I apply it to my password. So I just copy here. Faster lah. Copy this one. Copy to my edit text password. Okay. Oh, this is the background. This is the drawable, huh? Drawable, edit. This one is password. Change to password and padding is 5 dp. Huh? So what I see is done. Huh? These two. Oh, nicely done. So something like that. Right, so done already, login screen. We don't want to do the fancy stuff. Fancy stuff, I leave it to you to do in your assignment. Up to you. You want to draw box, draw card view, and so on. So, okay, now I give you this code. Contact. Right, I give the code. Right, this is for your login. Activity underscore login.sml. Right, if you have the drawable, it should work. The drawable you need to create. I think I give you later one off, one go. One go, one time. Together 一起给你啦。等一下这些icon. You can create your own icon. I prefer you to try to do it yourself. Just right click, create new icon and so on. And then you change the value here, change the value here. Whatever icon you draw, you create, and then you link it to your edit text. So it should work. Okay, now we want to add in action to our screen. Now our screen is dummy. Let me go back to the what is that? The mind map. Right. So previously just now we are all doing this only. The layout, button, and edit text. These are the input control. Input control, part of input control. Okay, now we want to do activity to link the activity together. Remember, I think we did that before, right? Start activity. We can use start activity, do an intent to go from activity 1 to activity 2. So now our app, right? This current app, we have two screens, register screen and login screen. So the source is register. We want to go from register screen after user key in and then register, and then you go to the login screen, welcome or something like that, and then please log in, and then we want to preview the username with the username that is, when user register they give the username, so that username we want to preview the login screen, the login screen with the username, but not the password. Password don't preview. Preview the username. We just want to test that using intent. Okay, this is what we want to do in the coming half an hour. Okay, now let me show you some theory. I think we still need to learn a bit of theory. Theory is this one. This is in Android, Google Android website. Right, the documentation about activity, start another activity. So you need a button to click. So this is a code for Kotlin, Java. So we need to create something like a on-click event, on-click, or you can do a on-click listener, up to you. So we will do the simple one first using on-click event. So we'll trigger an on-click event, and then we trigger some action. So the intent, this is what I mean by intent. Intent is to link one activity to another activity and pass data, right? So we can pass some data by using function like put extra. Put extra. We can create an intent. So this is going to be the code that we are going to do. So you can always refer to the documentation on Google Android to check for the sample code. They always give you the standard one. If you go to like hobby website or tutorial website by some anonymous programmer, anonymous bloggers, right? The code may not be standard because everyone got their style to write code, right? Even though it's functioning. But my encouragement to you is always refer to developer and the hobby website or tutorial website, right? You don't neglect the official website, developer.android.com. This is the original code that is defined by the open source community under Android. So the official code, official way of writing the code. They give you two versions now. All the code got Java version and Kotlin version. So it's not an issue about whether you write a Java code or you write Kotlin code. all of them are catered for, the way you should follow, right? So this is a Java version. This is the Kotlin version. We are doing Kotlin today, so we are going to write this one. This part, intent, put extra, and start activity. So let's switch back to our code. Go back to our Android Studio. Okay, here, Okay, so we want to start from the original, the source, which is activity main, right? Sorry, not activity main. Register activity. We want to click this button and go to another screen. Okay, let's go to the register button in the code there. Register button. This is under activity underscore register. Close the other files. Just close them. Close the other files. Right, activity register. This button. Let us put in an on-click event. On-click. On-click. Right, equals. Right, go to, we just add in the function go to login. This function we need to define inside. Use a small letter for the first one. Convention for function name. Go to login. Right, so we just declare this. Inside the button, register button of the register screen button, add in an on-click function. On-click function. You call a function called go to login. Right, so just add that in. Where? Right, just put it into your code, the login. Okay, now we want to create this function, red line because you don't have that function defined. So just create the go to login function inside the register activity. So right click, every time you see red line, you just go to let the tool help you, right? For Android Studio help you. Right click, show context action, the second one. Try not to suppress. Some of you, the student like to suppress. Got error, suppress it. Suppress 就是把它盖住。有错东西我不理它，我盖住它。As long as it doesn't give you error later, you want to compile it. No, don't do that. Right? Solve it. And if you can, you always solve it. Don't suppress. Don't suppress. This one, not a good advice to suppress it. Meaning you ignore the error. So create the goto. Create the goto function. Show. Create the goto. So you create a function prototype inside your register activity. Yeah. To screen. So this one. We are going to write the intent here. All right. So just now I say we always refer to the documentation, right? You don't know how to write, right? Intent, how to go from one activity to the other. Right? So we go to the official website. Just now the website I give you the link, right? So let's I show you. This is how you should do your programming. You have to, you don't memorize. 不能背的嘛，不记得嘛，怎么记得这样多 code? Okay, but you need to know you are going to use intent. What you want to do is to build an intent. So you come here, right? Not all of this you need, but you are going to get the text from your edit text. So this is quite similar to what we want to do. This is what we want to do. Quite similar. So I will just copy this one. That's the function we don't call it send message. We call it what? We call it go to login. Go to login. So we just copy this part. Copy. Right. So we go to our code. Go to our code. Right. So pass it here. Of course, this variable is not what your variable, right? So now you need to check your variable name. We want to pass the username. Just like I say, right? Register everything, but you want to pass the username to the next screen. So we go to the activity underscore register, right? This layout. We go to this layout. We want to pass this variable, the value stored in this edit text, username. So we check the ID. The ID is the ET username. We have to pass this one, ET username. So click copy this one. Copy this one. Right, you go to your code. Change this one. ET username. You want to copy the find view by ID. Find it from this ID. ET username. And then this one, red color, just import the class. Import. You need to import this class. Import the class. 可以吗？好，没有这样难了哈，做 edit text. Alright, this code is from the Google developer website. Android, follow the standard. Okay, so this one, if you want to rename, is okay. This is a variable, just a variable. So I prefer to use the same variable name as the ID, then I can remember better. So I just change it to et username. 我用同一个 string 来代表，这个是 this is the ID on the layout. This is the variable name. For me, for me, I want to get this username, right? So I just put this here, right? This value the text to string. Whatever user type into the username, the edit text, the text, I want to get that text. I assign it to a variable. This variable I also want to change it to username. The variable it's just a string, username. If you want to define the type, you can define like that. It's a string. So for Kotlin, you can also define this. This is a edit text, right? So if you want to define fully, you can put edit text here. So this is Kotlin. On the first week, second week, we learned this already, Kotlin. So you can define the type, putting at the back with a Kotlin, with a colon. If you don't put, also can. You actually imply, you actually be assigned with the type of what you assign to it. This is actually passing back, return the edit text. So even without this, it's okay. It's okay, Okay, but you want to add it. It's also not wrong. Not wrong. Okay, so here you are going from current activity, right? This. This means register, right? You want to go to login, right? This login screen, right? So we just copy this one. Login screen is the destination. So this is not your activity, right? You want to change it to login. This code is from the Google developer website. So login, this is your destination. This is your source destination. 你要从 register 去 login. 可以吗? So this is the static way to call the class, right? Okay, so this one intent not defined. So import. Import the intent. Import. Android.content.intent. Import. Okay. So this extra message, you can define it later separately, but for now, I just hard code. I hard code it. I want to put a key to represent my message. So I just put a capital letter username to represent my key for my username. So this username is the value I want to pass. I want to put extra, meaning this is a data. Attach data to intent. You are attaching data to your intent. Your intent is actually this one, right? This variable intent. So you just dot apply. This one dot apply is like you do. This one you can do it like that, or you can do it like that. That's the other way. Using Kotlin, right? Kotlin is very convenient. You can use this is called scope function. This is called function dot apply. Then you can apply the variable this intent to your code. If you don't want to use apply, you can do like that. You need two line of code like this. The first line is this one, right? The second line is you need to use this intent variable, put it here, dot, put extra. You can write one line. This is using scope function in Kotlin. You can write in one line. 这个是一行, and this is a function that is applied to your variable intent. 一行罢了. But this one is two line, two statement. Intent, and then you use the intent dot put extra. So if I comment out this one, right? I uncomment this one. Sorry, I uncomment this one. It's the same. 这个也是可以，这个也可以，这个也可以。Alright, 这一样的东西啦，一样的东西哈，只是这个比较麻烦啦，两行你要 pass the variable, you need to pass the variable here and then call the function from this variable. But here you just use the same variable equal to this one. You create the variable, create the instantiate, construct the variable intent, and directly you apply a put extra to this intent. So this is how Kotlin is written using scope function. This is called scope function. Or apply is a scope function. Right? Okay, so now done, done. 这边做完了。Right, 做完了 huh? So now we want to go to the destination. Destination is the login, right? We want to capture the value and fill our edit text. Here we have also one edit text is username, right? 这边 username. Meaning when user enter something on this username and he click register, so you go to the login screen, then you want to see the value entered by user shown here. Okay, so this is a very simple example, but we want to learn how to use intent. So how to get back? This is to send, right? But what about to get the intent value, this value, username on the destination? Let me give you this function first. All right, this function you have to define inside your register activity. Register activity. This要写在你的 register activity, right? Under your under your register activity. But outside of your onCreate method, onCreate method, after the onCreate method. After the onCreate method, you write this function. This function is going to be called when somebody click the button. Somebody click the button, register, right here. Somebody click the button. And then you call this function. Okay, ma? Actually, you can test already, but you haven't captured the value and fill the screen. So we are going to do that now. Right, on this side, on the login screen, the destination. So first, we must find the view. Find the view first. So that view, VAL, right? That edit text is also called username, right? Also edit text username, right? Same. This one, right? Edit text username. So we want to find the view by ID. You can copy and paste, but I write it like myself. Right? Find view by ID, r.id dot edit text username. So the type. How come this one cannot work? Fail. Cannot resolve. Let me check. Fail. It's the same what this one. Let me see whether I write at the wrong place. The type. The type I must put edit text. I think it's the type that is not defined. Right? I need to write. How come? Okay, let me edit this first. This one login activity. onCreate method. Why the val cannot work? This is Java. Java code. How come it's Java code? I forget. That day I create Java code. Can also lah. We do a Java code. Better. Learn Java. This is not Kotlin. I didn't see that it's Kotlin. This is Kotlin code. Cannot work, right? This one not defined because this is Java. There when we create Java, Okay, so we do Java. We can mix actually. One side is Kotlin, one side is Java. Yours is Java also, right? Java code. All right. Okay, Java code is like this. We write Java here. So this is edit text. Edit text. Okay, we need to import. Also good, we learn Java and Kotlin at the same time. We have one project, two screen, one screen Kotlin, one screen Java can still work the same. Right? Edit text, et username. All right, and then new Java need Java need to long time never write. I forgot. Suddenly I forget. Okay, no need. So this one you need to cast. No need to cast first. You just find view by ID, r.id dot et name. I didn't realize that we create this project, this class using Java. We use Java. Okay, this is Java. Extend. It's not colon. Extend. Okay, so this is Java way. Java way of writing find view by ID. You see the difference? This is val, right? This one is val is only you apply in Kotlin. This is in Kotlin, Kotlin. This is in Kotlin, and this is in Java. Since we create the file in Java, so write in Java lah. Log in, right? Okay, so we go to the the documentation just now, right? The documentation. Java file can also. Since it's Java, it's good lah. Okay. Right. So come here. The documentation. The Java version. This is to send, right? To send. So we want to find the place to get the file. Just now you put extra, right? You want to get the extra on the other side, right? So this is the second activity. So the documentation. Always refer to documentation. Here. This is the code. Display the message. So just now is send the message here, display. So here Java, Kotlin version is like that, Java version. Okay, so now we want to copy this part. And also this part also can. This part also can. So just copy the entire one. The Java one. This website, this documentation, how to do it. You can do it in Java. Okay, so now we want to copy this part, get the copy, right? So we go to the project. Okay, here, paste first, paste. Okay, this part, this line is actually this line. This line, this line, we want to replace this one. So here is edit text, set text. We want to set the text. So when you copy and paste, this part is to set the value. You want to set the value of your edit text. Not the text view, you set the value of you can cast actually, but this is not compulsory. You can cast. Java, you need to cast actually, but no, the new one no need to cast anymore. So edit text dot set text. Okay, how to change this one? This one just import the intent, right? So we are sending just now in the register, we are sending a username, which is a string. This is a string. We are sending string. So we are getting string here. Get string extra. This one, the extra message must be the same. You must be the match this one. Must match this one. The key. Just copy this key. The key that when you put extra. So you want to get the same message, you must put in the same key. Same key. Right, so you can get already. So this one don't put username message like change it variable to username. The string username. So this one will work. So done already the code. Right, so this part. I prefer Java actually. Java I'm more familiar. But because this subject, the Kotlin is a language that I want to teach you. I want to get familiar with Kotlin myself. So I purposely force myself to do Kotlin every time. But actually Java is easier for me. I prefer Java, more natural to me. But it's okay. Now we do both in one project. So you can mix. If you sometimes your project team, right, assignment, right, some of your project member prefer to use Kotlin, then let them do Kotlin. The screen done by the student is all Kotlin. But another student 2 prefer to use Java. Just use Java. All the screen done by that student will be in Java. It doesn't conflict each other. So the code will still work. You interact with each other because both at the end of the day, both code will be compiled into the Java bytecode. Whether your code is Kotlin or your code is Java, you compile to the same bytecode. You can work together. So this is your code. Okay, done already. So this code will work already. So let's test it. So I run it on an emulator. You can test. You can run. Okay, let's see. We are not going to send back the data, so no need to use start activity with result. Right? If you want to send back the data here, you can use start. Function is start activity. So I think it's for result. For result. But today this one register and log in, there is no relation, right? You don't send back data from log in to register. Huh? So don't do that. Huh? If you want to send data and then you expect the other screen, the second screen to feedback, it's like you want to do a app chatting, right? Send some message to second screen send back some message. Then you need to use start activity for result function. Okay, let's run first. See what happens. Is compiling. It's compiling. I have sore throat already. I maybe got COVID already. Don't know what happened. Next week, before while we are waiting, so just talk about next week. Next Monday, I think the vote majority wants to remain the class. Actually, no difference, right? Because online class. So next week, Monday, we don't have any holiday. So I will still go on with the class. If you really need to go for holiday, you just go. And then you just study after the class, the recording I put online. You can study on your own. So next week, Monday, I'll still have class 3 to 6. Right? Those of you who want to come, you come. Right? If you really go for holiday, a long break, for Malaysia, we have 3 days straight, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So you can go for your holiday and then you just watch the video and remember to sign the attendance form, the offline, that attendance form, so that I can keep track whether you attend the class or not. Right? So done. The app is now. Let's test. So next Monday we still have class. Okay, done. Okay, let me just key in something. The rest I don't want to key in. I key in the username. We want to test the username. So let's say my username is happy. Just put happy. Right? Happy. I sign out. Register. I'll go to the login screen now. Right? Happy, right? You see? You are ready. Working. Working already. Understand? You see? If I go back, I change it to something else. Happy 888. Right? So I sign again. I log in again. Register again. So it will be pre-filled with the value. So how that value is obtained in the login screen? Using this the intent. So on the one screen, you send the intent, you create the intent, put extra. Put extra. So you must use a key to represent your intent, to the value. You can put multiple. You can put one more here. Intent dot put another one. All right, let's say I put secret code, secret name. Let's say secret name. Secret code or whatever secret. Okay, I put something and then the code doesn't see. You don't see it in the on the screen, right? So I just put some secret in the code. Secret code like SMAUM123. I put some secret value attached to this secret key. So I send. So on the user side, on the login screen, I can receive it also. Let's say here I don't want to print. I want to show a toss. Secret code. I want to show the secret code. Okay, make text. Right. So the current activity this. Right. So the toss, I'm going to print the secret code. Right. Secret code is actually I have to receive it from here. So the string secret code. Secret code. Intent dot get string extra. It is secret. It must be the same. This string must match this one. This string, the ID, the key. So this is Java. Java. Secret. So I print the secret here. Comma toss dot length short and then colon. Semicolon. Toss. To this toss, you need to import the toss. I'm going to print a toss to show the secret code, right? Something that I pass from the main activity, right? Main activity, I can pass something, I can pass. Okay, let me run again. Very slow, still building, build. Always check while waiting. Actually it's building. It's not that your app hang already. It's still building. Right on the build. Right, still building. Launching. Now installing. It's installing to the app. Okay, install already. It's loaded. Right, launching. Right, still launching. Install. Okay, now launching. Pay attention to the toss. I'm going to send. Do the same thing, but the toss will actually print a secret code that is SMUM 123. SMUM 123. So okay, I just type the username username FFF FFF. Right, you see a toss after I register, you can see a toss, very fast one. It appear SMUM 123. You see a toss here? How come it does? Oh, I forgot to show. Forgot to show. This one. Dot show. Forgot to show. The toss you must show. Okay. One more time. One more time. Forgot to show. Very slow. Okay, launching. All right, launching. Okay, start launch. You can see a secret code. Toss show up. So sometimes you want to pass some data to your another screen without the user know. Right? It's like in a HTML website design. You have a in form, right? HTML form. You can put something called what? You have field, right? Pause method. So you can pause. I can't remember what is the field name. Hidden. Hidden. In HTML you have some hidden. Hidden equals to what? Something. You can put something in the hidden field and pause it to the next screen. So let me just put this like KKK. KKK. Okay, I send. I register. Right, you can see the pause. SMUM 123 too fast. If you want to show, you want to see it fast longer, you put long. Too fast, right? So long. Okay, I don't want to repeat again. You understand what I'm talking about. You can send the secret. Right, whatever you want from the current screen. Okay, what about to make your code nicer? Okay, here normally you see the code. Most of the code, they don't hard code this one. Let's say this string you want to make it like globally. So every both string you share this code so that you change it at one place. So this one you can make it a variable outside as a global variable for your register activity. Right? This one, the string. So you can create one val. You can put constant val, right? Val. It's a final, like by final variable in Java. Constant val, and then is we call it what name? Just now we call it let me see. We can call it, give it a but suddenly I lost my memory. Chincai lah, chincai. Okay, so I use this key username so I can call it username. Normally it's a constant username message or something like that lah. So you just define the value here lah. So just now we call it what? Username. So this one you just copy username. Define it like that. I think this one, let me see. Oh, this one don't let me see. Oh, no need no need constant. Just put there. So this variable will be attached to this register activity. So another one, you can define another one like just now the secret message. The key. This is secret. You can define this both, right? So over here you don't have, you define already. Here you don't have code. You just use username underscore message. So you use a constant. Here also secret underscore message. Use a constant. So what is the advantage of doing this? Because on the other side, when you receive the login, you don't have to memorize what is the string. So here you can just use the register activity from the activity dot. Just now what is that? Username message. Cannot. Then this one just no need the register activity. Cannot. How to access this one? Let me see. I think I need to put in public. All right, so over there is Java. So I want to access this that value, register activity dot. It says, how come? Let me check. There is Kotlin, right? Kotlin. I think in Kotlin we need to make it a companion object. Just now it asked me to do companion object, right? This one, So I make it cons, make cons. Right? Let it teach me how to do because Kotlin is a bit mafan. Okay, move to companion object. So we need a companion object. It's a static variable, It's a static variable. Something like static variable, So this guy also. So companion object is like a static variable. Final static variable in Java. Something like that, in Java. In Java we call it final static the variable. But here in Kotlin it's called companion object. So these two. So I do this like that, All right, I put it at the top. So these two constant, I'm going to use it internally here. And also in the destination. So now I want to access that, right? So now I think I can already register activity dot. Can already. Register activity dot username message. This one I don't want to hard code. I just use the register activity to access that constant dot. Not username, secret. Secret message. The constant. Like this, your code is more flexible. So when you do it in many activities, so you don't have to memorize what string is that. You don't have to copy and paste the string to everywhere. Everyone will follow the same constant string here. The two constant string. It's like a final static variable in Java. Okay. So let's run again. See whether it works or not. Right? It should work. Work the same. Right? It should work the same. Function the same. So this one you learn something new today. For Kotlin. Kotlin. You want to declare constant variable that the value is fixed. Right? You need to group them, put them under something called companion object. Companion object is like static variable. Let me say again, static variable. So you can access it from using the the activity name, the class name. So you can statically call the name. This is called static way. Statically call using the class name. No need to create an object. Right? So now we test. So I just try again, hash. Just register. It still work the same, right? You say SMUM123. Now I use a bit longer pause, right? So it still work. Okay, any question? Any question on this? Can work or not? Your code. Okay, let me give you a copy of this. After this, we are going to the last section of this today's class. Last section, which is the life cycle activity. Life cycle activity. And let me see actually which project that I'm doing. I also get confused already. Let's see. Okay, let me close this one. Open again, this one. Okay, it's this one. Okay, so I zip it to you first. Zip it to you. Okay, any questions so far? Do you face any question? Any problem that you want to clarify? to link two activity together. Send activity, send the activity data to another screen. You capture it there. Any question? If no question, I'll come to the last part already today. Okay, again, we refer to the documentation. Always refer to the what is that? Android documentation. So let's look for activity life cycle. I'm going to show you. Yeah. So just now you also learned that, right? You can combine in a project Java file with Kotlin file. Right? Not an issue at all. Right? Activity life cycle. This one. Activity life cycle. The last one already. This is just to do a bit of testing. Right? We are not going to write much. We are going to just test. We can add in some code to test. Okay, so this one is the website, the documentation website by Google or Android documentation, activity lifecycle. As I mentioned earlier, right, activity lifecycle, you have to refer to the how actually activity progress. Activity have a lifecycle fragment. Next week, or maybe the coming 2 weeks, we are going to touch something on fragment. So in Android, right nowadays, most of the advanced screen, they don't just do using activity, they have fragment, something called fragment. Right, so you have activities as the main container, activities, right? Activities has its own life cycle. Life cycle meaning it have different states. Different state meaning 它在不同的状态中 in Chinese we call it 状态. When it is first started, when it is go to the background, foreground, right? It is in the foreground, it's in different state, background is different state, and destroy, sometimes it's out, you remove it totally from the memory, right? Or maybe there is dormant, sometimes it's active. So you have different state in different condition. So because it's a narrow screen device, you open it in an app, right? Device in more smartphone, you don't open it in a PC. PC sometimes you can open many window. You can open multiple windows at the one time. You can see multiple more than one window at one time. But in mobile device, normally we see one app at one time. If you want to access another app, you need to bring your current app to the background. So the state will change. There will be state changes. So for foreground, for fragment also, fragment is a partial activity. It's a part of activity. It also has its own life cycle. So it also have multiple states. But this is not our discussion today. Our discussion is more on the life cycle of activity. So let's look at the diagram first. But the diagram, you won't appreciate the diagram until you test yourself. So I show you the diagram first, the theory part. Okay, this is the very important diagram that all developers want to do a proper program, right? You must have an idea how the activity is going to go through the life cycle until it is being destroyed, shut down. When it is launched, first launch, meaning somebody tap on the icon, launcher icon, tap it, start the activity, right? First activity callback is actually the onCreate method, right? You first call the callback onCreate method, and then you continue very fast. After onCreate, very short while. OnCreate is for initialization. OnCreate method is for you to initialize some variable and to bind the view, like find view by ID. We always do the find view by ID inside onCreate method. So it's always to bind the layout to the activity, right? Bind it. And we also want to initialize some variable, initialize some object. That is where you do, right? OnCreate. And then onStart is quite similar to onCreate. It's just called after onCreate. Right? You can do some initialization in the onStart also. Actually can also. Because these two are just called before your screen is shown. When it is on the resume, it means the screen is totally shown to the user. So the app is from a dormant state, not open, and then you open it. Right? So from not open to open, it goes through 3 states: on create, on start, on resume. Right? And then suddenly the user don't want to use your activity anymore. You bring it to the background, you open another app. So your app will go through an on pause. Before if from fully open, slowly it goes to minimize. Minimize, this is called minimization. Your activity actually minimize. Before it fully minimize, you go through very short while in the on pause state. After on pause state, continuously it will become invisible, no longer visible. So it become on stop. On pause quickly, just a while, is a transient state, on pause a while and on stop. When it is fully in the background, you cannot see anymore. You have other app in front of you, in front of that app, it is on stop. It is dormant, dormant 就是冬眠，冬眠啊，睡觉啊 ，sleep. But it never stop. It never kill. It's not kill yet. It's still in the memory. But it's just dormant, sleep. The app sleep, right? On stop. So if you want to fully kill it, you must go to your phone to go to the memory stack. This is called stack, memory stack, and kill it. When you want to kill it, then only you call the on destroy. You on destroy, you kill it, totally kill it. On destroy. So now we want to see the progression of all these state, whether it really happens or not. So we want to add in some code into our main register activity. Just now we have the register activity. So we purposely experiment, see whether it happens or not. So we are going to write some log message, right? That we can check on the log cat. I teach you an additional skill. This is to do debugging. Normally you don't print into your screen, right? You just need to log it. Log means L-O-G, right? Let's log the life cycle of this register. So already we have one life cycle activity, right? This is the first one. First life cycle activity. This one you can enter, go to the back. The login is not important anymore now. Okay, so we want to create another state, right? What is the second state? Just now I show you the diagram, right? The second state is on start. Right, on start, no? You just do it on start, no? On start. No need to pass any data. This is just a data, data means key value. We don't pass anything to it. Now we just do, this is done inside register activity.kt calling. Inside our register activity, we write some callback method. So inside on start, right, let me see. Anything I miss out? Oh, you need to add a super call. Just override fun on start, then you call the parent class, this one, app compare activity, the super class. Super means the parent, the on start method. Just call it. And then we log. We do a log. We print some message to the log cat. Log cat is on the here. Log cat. This is log cat. Terminal. We can print some message to the log cat. We don't want to print. You can use toss also, but toss is very short while, right? So we want to experiment. We use log cat for troubleshoot, for testing. So this log cat, you need to import the library. Import. So you have a log utility class. Utility class for logging. Log. Right? So we pass in some key. We need the key also like a tag. Tag to represent your message. This one I call it on start. Now we want to test the life cycle, right? So we can define a variable, a constant called tag. Tag. So tag is a string. We want to test is a life cycle. So life cycle. So I give you this code first. Later, I give you. This on create don't change. Don't create. So on create we also can print a log. Inside the on create method. Originally you already have an on create method. So you just print a log here. So here, put in the tag. This is a tag, right? Life cycle. I use a life cycle as a tag. So I just put a tag here. Comma, right? On create call. I just want to indicate that this on create method is called. Right? On create call. Here same This is on start. Start code. We want to check whether the succession on create, on start, on restart, and so on is called or not. Okay, understand? Right, so we are trying doing testing. This one is the same as what we did just now on create method. This is in the register activity, right? So I'll just give you this code. If you have any question, please ask now, huh? This is to show you that we can make use of callback method to do something. Right? Let's say when your activity is going to be destroyed, before your activity is going to be destroyed, you want to save the data, right? User key in something, suddenly they go to the background. You want to save the data that is already keyed in by the user, like just now. This one, right? User key in. Suddenly, a phone call comes. A phone call comes. This you interrupt your app. Your app will go to the background. Right? What about the data already keyed in by user? You don't want the user come back later, have to key in again. So you can do something when the app go to the back on pause or on stop. You can set the data into database or into a local file, a temporary file. Then next time when the app on start, on restart again, start again, on resume again, then you can call the value out from the database and fill the text box. Fill the user input. Oh, that is one way we can do it. Oh, understand? Understand? Huh? Okay, so now we can test. Now we can test. Right, give you this code already, right? So let us add in a few more. Huh? This is the second one. Number 3. Number 3. Huh? Okay, just now I said on start. After on start is what? Just copy and paste. Very fast. After on start is on resume. On resume is when the activity is fully in front, in the foreground. So on resume is called. So this one on resume is your super dot on resume. Super on resume. Right, on resume is called. Right, just copy and paste. So I don't have to give you, you know also. Number 4. On restart. All the method, all the class, all the callback method we just try. We just test, we write. On restart. And then number 5. On pause. Right, on pause. But this on pause. On pause is called. On pause is called the message. All of them we use a tag. Same tag. Same tag. The same tag. Life cycle. Okay, so number 6. On stop. On stop. Number 7. On destroy. Right, all these method you must write inside the register activity itself, the callback method. The first one is originally there already on create. So on start, on resume, on restart, on pause, on stop, on pause, on stop. This is on stop. This is on destroy. Right, destroy. Destroy. So on destroy. 可以吗？好，现在我们可以试了你看we want to prove the chart whether it's correct or not. This method, all the method. All right, let me. Okay, I give you this. The full one, Okay. Now, you see, I show you again the chart. We want to prove that chart, the callback method, the sequence is correct or not. Right, this chart. So the activity is launched, and then you go through on create, on start, on resume until the activity is fully launched. Activity. So these 3 will be called. Right, and then we bring it to the background. You call on pause. If it goes very fast, go to the background before it fully disappear. Come back again, then only on pause. But normally not. Normally you go to the background, and then you call on pause, on stop. In the background. If you destroy the app, destroy the activity on destroy. So before, when you go to the background and come back, you call the on restart. On restart. On restart. All right. So okay, let's do it now. So the app is already coded with the callback. So how to check the callback? Right. Go to the logcat. Logcat. The emulator is still running. Right. Emulator is still running, but we need to rerun again. Okay, so here just now I put I, right? I, right? I stands for info. But I'm logging it as an info message. I print this message to the log. So here verbose, right? In the filter, this is a filter. Choose info. Choose info here. Don't choose verbose, debug, or whatever. If you put D, it's debug. It's debug, actually debug message. So I put I. Info. It's a info message. Info. Okay, now I want to filter. Filter it by the tag. The tag just now I put life cycle, right? The tag. Life cycle, right? So I just use this string as a filter. Currently don't have, so you filter first, so that you can see easily, here, the logcat, 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 right? So the emulator, choose the emulator that is running the activity, the app, you are running this app, info and filter by the tag. Okay, nothing yet because we haven't run, so I run again, rerun, because the code changed already. Rerun. It's running. All right, so not yet, still loading. So you see whether the logcat will show later, the on create, on start, and also on resume. You see, so it's still running, not yet, not loaded yet. Not loaded yet. So when it is first loaded, launch, you see the first three callback. When you filter correctly, you filter, you see the message printed there. In the logcat, the three callback that will be called. Right, still running, not yet, not in the new one. Very slow. Okay, gradual still building. All right, okay, can already. So let's look at the logcat. You see this launch, right? Launch. You see three messages here, very fast. In succession, launching. Okay, I see here in the logcat. You filter by life cycle. Launch, launch already. You see the app. Launch, so you see the three message here. Okay, next. On create call, on start call, on resume call. See or not? Based on the time, the timestamp. This is the first one. The timestamp, right? Timestamp in quick succession, very fast one. So the first time the app is being created, this is activity, activity lifecycle. I'm doing for register screen, register screen, activity, register activity. So you see the logcat, right? On create, on start, on resume. Okay, now, I press the register button. I press the register button. Right, I'm leaving the register screen. I'm going to the login, right? So the register screen will go to the register activity, will go to the background, right? So you see what are the successive, right? One after another, the callback. I call register, I click, right? You see on pause. So the activity is still there, right? But it's sleeping. So I go to the login. So register become on pause, on stop. Let's say I go back. I just press the back button. I just press this back button. So you see, you go back and then you on restart, on resume. You call this two, on restart, on resume. Right? I go back. On restart, on start, on resume. See that? Right? So you follow that sequence. The callback on restart will be called on start, on resume. Let's say I destroy the app. So I go to the app. Right? You go to on pause, on stop, on destroy. On pause first, on stop, on destroy. So now I destroy. I want to destroy it. I just want to remove it. I destroy it. Destroy. We destroy it from the stack. Okay, how come? Wait. Not sensitive. Okay, destroy, and now destroy, yeah. Okay, go to the logcat. Right? How come not destroy? On pause, on stop. Is it this one? Let me check first. This one. Not this one, sorry. This is another app that I run previously. The on destroy doesn't oh, I think I forgot to change the word. I think the on destroy here. On destroy, yes, I have. On destroy. Okay, let me check again. I try again. I run again. So linear this app. Right, so you see the logcat. Okay, first thing when I launch, first time on create, on start, on resume. Now I straight away destroy. Destroy. On destroy. Yeah, when I minimize it, become on pause, on stop, and then on destroy. I show again. I go to here. I call this app out. Right, so on create, on start, on resume. So I destroy now. On pause, on stop, right? Go to the minimize, go to the background already. So I destroy, on destroy. So you can make use of all this callback method to write something that you want to do at that moment in time when your app is in that state. Let's say example So let's say on pause. Every time on pause, I want to save the data. Write a function to save data to database. But of course, you haven't learned how to write data to database. So I just print a toss. I just say, I just want to keep track, let's say in my application. So let's say every time the user go to the background, I want to pass this login info, the register info. Let's say the password, username. Let's say I want to remember these two, username, password. For me, I can just get from the username, password editor and then do something. For now, I just print the toss. I just print the toss. Okay, for me, I just go to the put here, right? I just print a toss. So this is I want us to print it as this is username. Let's say username. I want to keep track. I want to save the username. Save the username. Okay, so right click, comma. I want to get it from here. The username, right? This one. This one, username. So I just do this. This is a local variable. So in the go to login, I cannot use this one. I just declare again here inside my function here. Username, I get it from. Okay, this one you cannot find it because it's not global. It's not global. So I forgot to find view by ID. I get to find view. Find view by ID Find view by ID, and then I pass a variable here. Then I just want to print it out. For now toss dot length long dot show. How come this is not working? This is not string. This is this. Sorry, this. Okay, so I want to print out this message when I go to the background. As soon as my app go to the background, I will print a message. Let's say you can trigger something to do Now I just purposely, because we don't have a database to show, so we just print the message out. Okay, so I just run it. Let's test it. You see a toss, so pay attention to the toss. This is on pause. Okay, it's launched, right? So you can still see the life cycle recall, right? So on create, on start, right? On resume, So now it's in the on resume state, So now I go to the background. I just click on this, I go to I just bring it to the background. You can see a toss, You can see a toss. Yeah, see a toss or not? You cannot see, because the toss is within the app. I think Okay, I don't put it at the toss there. I put it at the, I don't put it at the on pause. Huh? I put this at the, I want to see the message. So when the app is already in the background, cannot see the toss. Okay, what happened is I do it in the on restart. On restart. When the app on resume, on resume. On resume. Whenever the app go to the front, right? So I print something, I print a message here. Okay, I don't print this one, don't print the username. I just print a message saying, I am back. I am back. All right, so when on resume, so let me run it. Right, you see, so when it is on resume, you print a message. Toss. All right, so you see a message, I'm back. Right, if I go to the background, on pause, on stop, right? On pause, on stop, you see the clock cat. On pause, on stop. So I will come back again. Come back, you'll be on restart, on start, and on resume. When as soon as you reach the on resume, I print a message when it is in the on resume. Right, you can see a message, I'm back. You see, I click on this. Okay, I'm back. You see not the toss, I'm back. Understand or not? It's just to teach you on how to make use of the activity life cycle. Activity life cycle function, callback function, callback function to do what you want at that state. So the activity is governed, is managed by the life cycle. Any question? Sorry for the 3 hours, quite heavy today. Any question? But this is the last one already. Today we have done quite many topics, right? Just now, layout. The layout, right? We did the layout and do a nice layout with some background, right? Some background to beautify and some icon for your edit text, button and so on. Layout using linear layout, right? Linear layout, linear layout. So we have learned linear layout this afternoon, and then we have also learned scroll view, right? You can purposely force this to have a scroll, right? Let's say this one button, I add the margin 300. I purposely add. So you can see here, you need a scroll. You can actually scroll up and down. I purposely separate the button very far from the email. You can see it cannot disappear already. Increase the margin. So you see that on the app, you actually is scrollable. You can scroll. I purposely add a margin. 300. Okay, so let's run here. It's a bit slow. Have to wait. Have to wait. Why so slow? Let me run again. Let me run again. We want to test. Right, you see the launching. Okay, launch the new one. I'm back. You see, okay, you see the button is gone, right? Because I put the 300 dp. So it's down there. You can scroll. Button is here. Yeah, see or not? Scroll view. This is called scroll view. With a scroll view, you can add as many layout as you want. As many as you want, then you can still scroll. You can scroll. Right, so that is what we learned using scroll view. Can put something as a container. Put a scroll view as a container and put something inside. Okay, just now we also learned about passing data. Passing data between one screen to another. You can start an activity from one side here on button click. So you can capture some value from current screen and you can send the message over, whether the value from your form or can be some string or where value you want to send to the other side, to the other activity, and you start the activity using the intent from the source to the destination. So from the destination side, you get the intent. This is in Java. That's why it's colon, semicolon, in Java, this code. So you get the intent, you receive the intent, then you get, as if it is a string, you get string extra. If it is integer, if the value you send is an integer, you get string integer extra. So it depends on what value you pass. This one we pass both string. This is also a string. That's why we use get string extra. So you store it to a variable, and then you can manipulate the value however way you like. The value. All right. So last part of the lesson today, we learn some callback method, life cycle callback. Right, on create, on start, on resume, on restart, on pause, on stop, and on destroy. So this callback will be called whenever your app. Let's say I destroy the app now. The last thing we do today is to destroy the app. Destroy the app. Go to the background. Right, destroy. Okay, destroy. So you can see here, cat, on pause, on stop, on destroy. Right, call back. Okay. So any question? Next week we are going to do the user input control. User input control to learn some additional input control. Can we put the brief description of the mockup design in a separate word? Can. Can. Li Jingyu, anywhere you want to present, as long as it is clear for the assignment one. The description up to you. Actually, I don't want to restrict you. Describe how you actually design. Let's say you learn material, because we in the class we didn't very much discuss about material design, right? Material design concept like button, why you choose this color, why is the shape like that, and maybe you have some principle there, guide, you follow some material design guideline. Maybe you are not, you don't. If you don't, then nothing to write. Okay, for navigation, you can describe, right? Let's say sometimes you just point a arrow. It doesn't mean anything. You must tell, you can actually tell this is actually a selection. You select a drop down menu, and then you select this, and then you go to this screen. Select the other one, go to another screen. Or it is a button, like just now the app, we click a button and then we go to that screen, or something like that. Just describe it briefly. If you think that the image, the graphic, the chart is clear enough, right? Your mockup is clear enough, it's okay. You no need to explain too much. But if you have something to tell, like the material design is one thing, right? Because you do all your color, all your shape, all your background color, button color, and so on. So what actually is the logic behind your design, right? I think that day I did mention about material design. Let me go to that. Right, just I don't want to restrict you too much, because when I say something, then you just follow what I say, right? So it's up to you lah. That doesn't really matter. The main thing is I'm going to look at your mockup, right? Whether it's properly designed or not, and the navigation. This is material design. So there are things that govern how people do the layout, right? How people do navigation, right? How people do color, choose the color system, right? Primary color, secondary color, right? And then typography is the font, right? Because your project, you also choose certain font, whether it's sans serif, serif, or some other font that you use, right? And then something about icon. How do you design your icon, right? Product icon, system icon, animator icon, right? Icon, right? So you may have some icon yourself. So there are some reason you choose certain size, right? 140, 92 times 192, right? It's okay lah. I'm not so strict up to that. Like I really so particular about all this, but if you really have this in mind when you design your mockup, right? That is good. So you have to tell me lah. You have to put it into your documentation. then I can understand better your logic, your shaping, right? Shape, your shaping. Why the corner? Some you got corner, some you got radius, right? Radius, corner, something like that. Your design, your shape. And then if you have animation, but on the mockup, I can't see the animation, right? So some other thing, but these are more interaction is more dynamic, right? Gesture. This is more on the dynamic side, which you cannot draw onto the mockup. But more important is all this, right? The layout, the navigation, color, typography, iconography, shape. You can refer to this, then you know what to write. Refer to material design, right? Then you know what to write already. Right? Okay, I hope it's clear enough. Clear enough. Okay, so today 3 hours, very tired. Actually, very tired. Okay, so I give you the sample code that we have done just now together. If you miss it, so the code will be here. I'll upload to Moodle after class. After class, let me zip it first. Every time you send a source code to me, also remember to clean the project. Just now, every time I give you the sample code, you see, I actually do this. Otherwise, you send a very big file to me. I need time to download. You have to go to build, right? All of you also remember, you pass project by cleaning the project first. Clean project. Before you zip the source code, clean project. So that the APK file that you run in your emulator, right, is gone. So I just remove that APK file from my project folder. All right. So that is a better way to pass your code around. So that you save the time for you to upload a big file and then download a big file for everybody. Okay, where I give you the code first. Before we call it a day, just nice to 6 o'clock. This is this last sample is with the what we call it the life cycle, activity life cycle. You can experiment with that later with the sample code. How come cannot save? Cannot. Okay. So if I clean the project file becomes small. The source code very small. Okay, linear layout, login, register, activity lifecycle. We have finished all this afternoon. So that file I also upload to Moodle. So any question for today? Right, 五一劳动节 next month, Tuesday, Sunday, 五一劳动节. Monday holiday, right? Worldwide, I think most countries have a holiday, but I will continue with the class. Right, next Monday I have class 3 to 6. Right, if you really want to have 五一劳动节, it's okay. The recording will still be there, so you can still watch the recording after that. If you are free, just come to class now. Come to class, and next week we are going to do user control, input control. Right, any question? Okay, so fast. You want to chase me away? 要把我赶走啊? Okay, see you next Monday. See you next Monday. Right, take care. Take care, everyone. Take care. So the code, the recording give me